Today's topic is about ratio. We will discuss its concept, then units of ratio, and then the ratio in the form of fraction. And we will discuss few examples. Okay, as the ratio is when we compare the two quantities in terms of how many times. This comparison is known as the ratio, and we denote the ratio using the symbol, as the symbol is called colon. You can see two dots are written one below each other. This symbol is called the colon. Okay, it is called colon symbol. But in mathematics we say only ratio. For example, it is written as a ratio b. So when we say that something is 3 times than the other, or something is double than the other, it means we are saying about ratio. And if quantities have same units, then we find the ratio. If units are not same, we cannot find ratio. So this point will be covered in the next slides, and it is very important. Okay, here the information about father's age and his daughter's age is given, as the father's age is 75 years and daughter's age is 25 years. Now to find the ratio between their ages, it is written in the form of fraction also. So we write the first value of the fraction according to the information. So first person is father, we write 75, and second person is the daughter, so we write 25. And by simplifying the fraction we get 2 upon 1. This is 3 upon 1, and here the ratio will be 3:1. Okay, a ratio can be considered as the fraction also. So we can say 3 upon 1 or 3:1. Both are same. The numerator becomes the first element of the ratio, and the denominator becomes the second element of the ratio. So second one is the ratio of cost of a notebook and cost of a pen. For example, the cost of a notebook is rupees 20 and cost of a pen is rupees 5. So the ratio will be 20 upon 5, that is 4 upon 1, and in the form of ratio we say 4:1. Okay, now this is a question of ratio regarding units. Here it is asked that find the ratio of 1 month to 15 days. Now you can see first amount is the month, that is the measurement of time, and second amount is the days, which is also the measurement of time. Here the time is the quantity, and there are two units. First unit is month, second unit is days. As I told you, both the units should be same. So month is converted into days. As we know, 1 month equal to 30 days. Then now we can find the ratio. Yes, so we have 30 days and 5 days. Both the units are in days, as they are same. So we can find 30 days ratio 15 days, and if we simplify this ratio we can say it is 2:1. So this is the answer for this example. Hence we can say the ratio of 1 month to 15 days is 2:1. Finally, by seeing the ratio we can say that first value is the double of the second, and hence we can say that 1 month is just double than the 15 days. Okay, next example is related to the dimensions of a room, as length of a room is 10 meter, whereas the breadth of a room is 5 meter, and the ratio of length to breadth is 10 meter upon 5 meter, that is 2:1. Obviously 10 is double than 5. Now the ratio of breadth to the length is 5 meter upon 10 meter, that is half, and it can be written as 1:2. So if the order of the values is changed, the ratio is also changed. means here we are finding the ratio of length to breadth. So the answer is 2:10, 2:1. But in second case, we are finding the ratio of breadth to length. So first value will be related to breadth and the ratio is just reversed. As you can see, the answer is 2:1 and here 1:2. So the ratio depends on the order of quantities also. Okay. Next is the ratio changes according to the order. Okay, for example, the ratio of 10 to 20 is 10:20. As this ratio can be simplified, so it becomes 1:2 here, and the ratio of 20 to 10, okay, it is 20:10. Again, if we simplify this ratio, we get 2:1. So in first case we found the ratio as 1:2, and in second case we found the ratio as 2:1. As you can see, both ratios are not equal. Obviously, if the values are different, then the ratio will be not same when we change the order of the quantities. So next one is, this example is very important. There are 20 girls and 15 boys in a class. Okay, so we can say that there are total 35 students. Might be this information will be useful. So first part is, what is the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys? Now obviously we have the information about the girls and boys. So in first part we just find the ratio, that is 20:15, because there are 20 girls and 15 boys. So we don't need much calculation, and if you want to simplify this, both the values can be cut by 5. So the ratio is simplified as 4:3. Hence we can say the ratio of the girls to the boys, okay, the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys is 4:3. Okay, now second question is, what is the ratio of number of girls to the total number of students in the class? So we must know the total number of students, as it is 35, and this 2 appears in the question. Actually 2 is a word which relates both the ratios. The first value is the first element of the ratio, and after the 2, this quantity is related to the second element of the ratio. So we are finding the ratio of the number of girls to the number of students, total students. So first we will write the number of girls, as the number of girls are 20, then the total number of students, as it is 35. So be careful when considering the values, and both 20 and 35 can be written in a simplified form. So they can be divisible by 5 and the ratio becomes 4:7. Okay, this is the answer of second part, 4:7. You can also say 4:7. Okay, next is, out of 30 students in a class, 6 like football, 6 like football and 12 like cricket. Okay, and remaining like tennis. So we have few questions related to this information, as there are total 30 students. Okay, so there are different sports in a school, and some students are engaged in football, some are engaged in cricket, and remaining are engaged in tennis. Now we must know the number of students in different sports, as we will find the ratio regarding this information. First question is, number of students liking football to the number of students liking tennis. Okay, so we know the number of students who like football and those who like tennis. From the question, we have 6 students like football, and how we will find the number of students liking tennis? It means in the football there are 6 and in the cricket there are 12. So we have 18 students and remaining students are 30 minus 18. Those are 12 and who like tennis. So in the next slide I have written the answer. As the number of students liking football equals 6, actually we have to write all the informations before finding the ratio. So we have mentioned here number of students liking football equals 6, number of students liking cricket equals 12, okay, and the tennis students are remaining. So there are total 18 students in both the sports and remaining students are 30 minus 18, that is 12. So the remaining students who like tennis are 12. Now we find the ratio. As in the first part, number of students liking football to the number of students liking tennis. So football and tennis, the ratio is 6 is to 12, and in the simplified form it can be written as 1 is to 2. Again, 1 is to 2 means if first value is 1 then second value is 2. Obviously we can say that second value is double than the first one, and from the actual values, that is 6 ratio 12, we can also say that 12 is double than 6. Okay, so ratio is nothing but a simplified form of the comparison of data. Second question is, see the previous slide, number of students liking cricket to the total number of students. Here we have 12 students liking cricket and total number of students are 30. So we will write it as 12 ratio 30. Okay, now if we want to simplify this ratio, so we can cut both the values with an appropriate number. Okay, we can say that it is divisible by 6. So both numbers are divided by 6, as the ratio becomes 2 ratio 5. See this again, as the values are 12 and 30 and we are finding the ratio, means how much 30 is bigger than 12, means how many times, or how many times 12 is less than 30. So the ratio is 2 ratio 5. Okay, and ratio is always the simplified form of a fraction. It doesn't tell exactly about something, but it gives the idea only that first value is either twice than the second, or second value is 3 times than the first. So it gives just the idea that, so that we can compare the values. Okay, and again revise some points in this video. First is the definition. So you should know the definition of ratio. It is not important that you solve the questions and whatever, but you must know what is the ratio actually. It means when we compare the two quantities in terms of how many times. For example, if I say that the length of a crocodile is 20 times than the length of a lizard, here we can say, and we can find the ratio of the length of both. So it is just the comparison. Okay, and this comparison is known as the ratio, and the symbol for the ratio is two dots written vertically, one below each other, and the ratio can be written in this way. We can say A ratio B or A is to B. So this is A is to B or A ratio B. Now if you are finding the ratio of some quantities, then the unit should be same. Okay, for example, if we take the distance, suppose a 5 kilometer and 2000 meter, here the quantity is same, that is the distance, but units are different. One is kilometer, another is meter. So first convert both the units into same, then you can find the ratio. Now in the next question, I just want to explain this thing. Okay, here what is the ratio of 1 month to 15 days? As you cannot say directly, but if you know the number of days in a month, as it is 30, now you can find the ratio. So it is 30 days ratio 15 days. As you can see, the ratio doesn't have any unit, so the answer will be 2:1. Okay, that is 2:1. It means first value is double than the second value, and obviously from here we can say that 30 is double than 15. So again I want to tell you, ratio is just the comparison. Ratio doesn't speak about the actual values. Okay, see, the length of a room is 10 meter and the breadth of the room is 5 meter. Now there are two ways to compare these dimensions, as we can write the ratio of the length to the breadth of room or the ratio of the breadth to the length. So first quantity which we are comparing with the second quantity, it will be the first element of the ratio, and the second quantity will be the second element of the ratio. So if we are finding this ratio of length to the breadth, then length will come first and breadth will be second. So we write 10 meter upon 5 meter, and that is in simplified form 2/1, and it is written in the ratio as 2:1. It is here. But if the ratio of breadth to the length, okay, now breadth is the first value, length is the second value. So obviously we will write the values in this order as 5 meter upon 10 meter, and if we simplify this, it becomes 1/2, and in the ratio it becomes 1:2. Okay, so first time in the first option we can say that length is twice than the breadth, but if these values are reversed, we can say breadth is half of the length. Obviously if one quantity is double than other, then the other one will be half than the first one. So you must know about the order of the values by which we are finding the ratio. Suppose here the ratio changes according to the order. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Order means if first and second values are exchanged. For example, we have two values 10 and 20. So here first value is 10 and second is 20, and in the ratio it is written in this way. So here is a word, okay, 2. This 2 is used to define and find the ratio. It's very important. Okay, it's not so simple as it is looking. So 2 is used to separate the elements of the ratio. The first value that is on the left side of 2 is the first element of ratio, and second value will be the second element of the ratio. So in this case the ratio is 1:2, and in the second case it is 2:1. Now students, here is another example. Okay, in this example sometimes we have to do addition or subtractions to find the ratios. That depends on the problems asked. So there are 20 girls and 15 boys. Okay, somewhere it will be asked related to the total number of students. So we can find that total students are 35 as 20 plus 15. First part, what is the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys? Now it is asked about number of girls to the number of boys, and obviously we have the information like 20 is to 15. Simplify it, we can write as 4:3. But if you want to find the ratio of number of girls to the total number of students, it means first value is the number of girls, that is 20, and second value is the total number of students, that is 35. Again, by simplifying this ratio we get 4:7. So we can say that here the ratio is 4:7. Okay, not exact values, but it's just the comparison of the number of girls to the total number of students in the class. Now students, I have given you the sufficient information regarding ratios. Okay, learn and remember the definition of the ratio and how the units are handled to find the ratio, as they must be same. Then few examples I have involved here. So see the video 2 or 3 times and try to solve the examples given in this video. Without watching the video, try to solve in the rough notebook and give the answers in the assignment. Okay, have a good day.